everyone. It's Dr. Carmen Bryant. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Overcoming Narcissist Abuse. Thank you guys for joining me, and thank you for your patience. As you guys know, I'm moving a household and an office, and so I'm just waiting to put my desk in my office and of course have my home office so that you guys will have a different scenery in the background. So thank you guys. You guys know I've been doing the Narcissist Weapons series, and so I don't know if maybe today I'll probably do the last video of that series and start on other topics, or what may happen is even if I start on other topics, if I still think of, because there's plenty of weapons, that if I think of some more weapons, I'll just categorize it back under the weapons series. But today I want to talk about the shame. The shame and humiliation as a weapon. Shame and humiliation and embarrassment, what they use to force you into their agenda and what they want you to do. So many of you guys have experienced the shame. And so the dictionary defines shame as the painful feeling arising from the consciousness of something dishonorable, improper, ridiculous, etc., done by oneself or another. And we're talking about what they're doing. And so let's see, another one is shamed or shaming, which talks about to publicly humiliate or shame for being or doing something specified, usually used in combination, shame or body shaming or bullying, fat shaming. You know, you guys know about the canines chewing up shoes. They're doing the dog shaming videos. And so it's to drive force through shame. So most of you guys have experienced this with a narcissist, and we just use a few examples that I've heard before. You know that oftentimes narcissists are very irresponsible when it comes to money. They have a lot of stuff, but they're usually in a lot of debt, some of them, and a lot of times, you know, they want what they want, and they want your money to do what they want to do with your money. And so let's say you guys have come into an agreement that you can't afford this car or you can't afford this major purchase. So what they'll do is they'll get you in front of the salesperson and then ridicule you or embarrass you or shame you in front of that person. And so in order to quiet them, to make them be quiet and stop what they're doing, you just agree with them. Go ahead, just do it. I'm tired of hearing this person's mouth. You know, they'll shame you. They'll make you feel bad. I do all this for you. So they take your personal business and really they project a lot of themselves on you. So a lot of things that they're saying to you is stuff that they do, but they're presenting it in front of these salespeople as this is what you do. You know that you're irresponsible with money anyway. If we didn't have this and didn't have this and I do this and I've always paid this, and you're thinking to yourself afterward, after the fact, you're thinking like, but everything that you bought and purchased was with my money, you know, or you've taken, if it wasn't for me, you know, they create these large bills and this, you know, this debt that they know that you, the responsible person, is going to go and clean it up behind them. And so they'll ridicule or embarrass you or humiliate you in public in front of salespeople or anybody in order to force your hand to make you do what they want you to do. And if you don't, you already know if you walk out or if you get away from that situation, you know that when you get back in that car and when you get back home, you know that they're going to torment you. They may keep you from going to sleep. A lot of you experience that, keep you from going to sleep because they're talking, and trying to force you to agree that you embarrassed me and we're supposed to be a team, and you went out there and you embarrassed me because you didn't do this or you didn't do that. And you're thinking to yourself, like, you just embarrassed yourself and you embarrassed me. And now I'm embarrassed to go back out in public, but you're embarrassed because we're supposed to be a team and you're supposed to support me. Even when it comes to like narcissists that lie, they all of them lie. When they publicly are lying, now you have to remember they're into this grandiose type, especially the somatics. They're always telling lies about what they have, what they don't have, their perceived wealth and honor and respect amongst people, and all these people love them and everything. And then they'll tell lies and fabricate and exaggerate these stories about what they have: cars, yachts, fleets. But they work at McDonald's and they have a yacht. Now, I'm not saying if it wasn't gifted to you from wealthy parents, but how often does that happen? Not often at all. But, now they're exaggerating about the things that they have, the home that they live in, the car that they drive, even exaggerating about you. So you're not supposed to show up because they've already exaggerated about you. So anytime you stop them like, that's not true, you don't agree with them in public, then they humiliate you or embarrass you. What kind of wife are you? What kind of husband are you to try to purposely embarrass me in front of these people? We're supposed to be a team, and it doesn't matter what I say. You're supposed to support me. Even if I am lying, you're supposed to support me. Or they try to get you to forge paperwork. They're forging paperwork or they're lying on paperwork, but you have to be very careful because oftentimes they do it, but they make sure that if anyone gets caught, see, they know what they're doing. If anyone gets caught, it's on you and not them. So they put you out there and you become that scapegoat. You go out there and then they humiliate you or ridicule you or shame you, to force your hand at signing documents that in your heart are illegal or not true. And then you end up doing it and you end up getting in trouble, and then they get scot-free. So everything, or let's say, that you're obviously in an abusive relationship. They're psychologically abusive, they're physically abusive, and you finally had enough and you decide that you want to go. So the game now is that everyone always leaves me. Remember in the beginning, the love bombing is, you're the only one that understands me. I've never met anybody like you. You're so supportive. You're easy to talk to. I mean, not only you're beautiful, eye candy, but you're handsome, but you have all the things I've ever desired, and everyone has always left me. So now they bring that back up, because you're like, I don't want to leave. I want to make sure I stay no matter what. We're going to make it through. We're going to make it through. We're going to make this work. I'm going to make this work. You know how you gotta sound. I'm gonna make this work. We're gonna make this work. And so at the very end, when you make a decision like, I can't take this anymore, I'm gone, what's the first thing they bring up in your face? Everyone has always left me. My parents left me. Everyone they never, when it got rough and everything, nobody wanted to ride through the waves, and that's why everybody left. And you're just like the rest of them. And then what are you thinking? I don't want to be like the rest of them. I want to be there for you, and I want to make this work, and I want to be different from everyone else. That's how they catch you. And then they shame you like, you're just like the rest of them. And as soon as things get hard, and you're selfish. Now they start projecting. You're selfish. And no one is going to want you anyway because you're messed up property, or you're damaged goods, or, you're selfish, and, you're irresponsible. You can't even pay bills for yourself. You don't even know how to take care of a household. But everything about them is what they project on you. And so now you feel guilty leaving because everyone is always left. And they never, something is wrong with me. And just like everybody else, honey, if everybody else left, it's probably because the same reason why you're making a decision to leave. And so you're just like everybody else. You doggone right, you're like everybody else. You woke up and you got some common sense, And sometimes, like I say in all my videos, to leave is something very hard, especially when you're interconnected with a person like that. And they do it on purpose. That's why you have a lot of them that make like major purchases and put your name on it so that you can't leave. It's not that easy for you to leave. And if you're trying to leave, it's a whole bunch of legal work and money that you may not have to get out the marriage or get out of the relationship. They've entwined you so much because what they do is they try to root you in the relationship so you can't leave. Or, I want a lot of children. So you keep having kids, but they're irresponsible. They don't take care of those kids. They just have a bunch of kids because in their mind they're thinking as long as you stay pregnant or as long as you have a bunch of kids, nobody's going to want you. So you are now damaged property. You'd be surprised. There are people out there that love big families. Men and women alike that love big families. And so there's not that one individual narcissist is not the one person. Millions and billions of people in this world, who knows, in the universe. You marry a Martian, who knows, they may treat you better than the narcissist. But you have to remember that shame, guilt, and embarrassment and humiliation, especially in public or around family members, like you get around the table, you have fans. That's why some of you guys don't even want to go to family reunions, because you got mothers and fathers, uncles, nieces, sisters, brothers, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, children, that will purposely bring up personal information, but they'll twist that personal information to shame you and embarrass you in front of the rest of your family. Let's say you have a child. Some of you have children that are narcissists, and you know that you do not want them in the home because they're destructive. When I say destructive, you've gotten rid of one narcissist, whether it was the husband, wife, whatever, and the child has the exact same symptomology as that narcissist, and you have now recognized that the child is a narcissist, but that child will make you feel guilty and shame you in front of people, like you don't care about me anyway. My mother and my father kicked me out. They won't even let me in the house, especially what kind of parent are you that won't help your kids? And but in your mind, like, you're not coming in my house destroying nothing, because once they get into your home, they lock themselves in so that you can't get them out of your home. And so, but they shame you in front of people. That's that smear campaign. They shame you and humiliate you in front of everybody. What kind of parent is that you don't even care about your child? You don't care that I'm homeless, or you don't care, probably because they've been destroying everybody else's house. So nobody wants them in the house. So everyone's looking at you like, you're the parent. It's your child. You need to take them back. Well, if y'all won't take them in, why would I take them back in? And they're destructive and they're adults. Parents, you have to protect yourself. even if it is your child. You have to protect yourself. You have to protect your own mind, and especially if they're destructive and physically violent, and some of them are overt narcissists, and you got other children in the home that it will affect them. You need to use wisdom. Don't go by your heart. Don't go by your emotion. Use wisdom, because when they come in there, you don't know what they'll do to their siblings. You don't know what they'll do for you. You'll live in misery, and you would live in a home that you have no peace in whatsoever. But they'll make sure that they shame you in front of the family. Because I tried to get over there and I'm homeless, but my mom and my dad won't even let me in, and they won't. And everyone is like, oh, I can't believe, why won't you? Stay out my business. That's what you tell them. Hey, stay out my business. That's my business. Get out my business. Don't talk to me about my business. I know what the deal is. He know what the deal is, or she know what the deal is. Don't get in my business. Stay out of my business. And some of you guys feel obligated to responding. Some of you guys feel obligated to explain yourself. Some of you know it's not like that. See, you don't understand. You don't have to explain nothing to nobody. You're an adult. And if you don't want that child to come into the house because you know that child is destructive and physically violent and verbally violent, and you put them out for a reason, don't forget why you put them out. Even the husbands and wives or boyfriends and girlfriends, when you put them out, don't forget why you put them out. Don't let that shame, humiliation, or that guilt tripping pull you right back into a situation. Some of you guys are pulled into the situation because I feel so bad. They're sick and they're disabled, but they're still violent while they're sick and disabled. So you have to find a way to get some type of peace and to rescue your own self. You got to rescue you. If nobody else cares about you, you got to care about yourself. So hopefully this has helped you today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Dr. Carmen Bryant. This is Overcoming Narcissist Abuse. Please subscribe. Hit the subscribe button and hit all so you know whenever I come on live. I'll be on live on Sunday. Actually, I'm moving Sunday. So hopefully I have a place set up where I can come on live. So let me see if I have a place set up. So you guys just hold on with me, and I should be coming on live on Sunday. I have a place set up, and I'll set up the table so that I can, you probably won't see anything in the background, but set it up where we can come on live. And I will see you guys on Sunday. I have a book out. It's called Unmasking the Illusion of Perfection. You can find it on Barnes & Nobles, or you can find it on Westbow Press. Westbow Press is the publisher that sends overseas. So some of you guys have had problems with Barnes & Noble and Amazon, but they will send overseas. There's Kindle. There's also ebooks if you like ebooks, and you guys can order the books. Thank you so much. Share it. You got Christmas coming up. You got Thanksgiving coming up. You got people in the homeless shelters, women's shelters, domestic violence shelters. Share the book with them, because this type of abuse, even though it is domestic violence, is very unique. And a lot of times people can't get beyond the uniqueness of what is happening. It's very cynical, insidious. There we go. And and it's very targeted type of abuse, because you're dealing with a person that possibly has narcissistic personality disorder. So share the book. Give the book as a gift. Share it with people that you love. Share the videos so they can get some help. A lot of you guys share the videos, and people are, but they're getting knowledge, they're getting understanding, and they're coming up with plans to get themselves out of the situation. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you check out my mentor's YouTube channel, Helen Sadler, Destiny Helper. Subscribe to her channel, share the videos, and if you give us 6 months with your life watching these videos, even if it means having to go back and watch some videos until it resonates with you, continue to do that until you get out of where you are. Thank you guys so much. Also, those of you that are looking for coaching, I do coaching. You are welcome to contact me at drcarmenbryant@outlook.com. The information is right up underneath the YouTube video, and you can contact me, and I will provide you with the rates that the fees that I charge for coaching services. Those that are looking for counseling, I cannot provide counseling outside of the state of Washington. So coaching and counseling is different. Because I am a mental health professional, I do know the boundaries and the lines to draw when it comes to coaching and counseling. Some people have contacted me. I've worked with them for a few minutes and realized coaching is not what you need, is counseling what you need, and I cannot provide you what you're looking for. And so I usually refer. So if you're looking for counseling, there we go. Counseling. Some of you need counseling before you get coaching. Some of you guys need to deal with the PTSD, the trauma that you've experienced, the emotional problems that you're having, the mental issues that you're having, and get some coping skills. You need counseling. You can go, it's a vetted resource, which is betterhelp.com/Dr. Carmen. Vetted resources. I've heard very good reviews from many of you guys, and some of you guys said you're very successful and you are ready for coaching. And they're very short. Some of them are short, but it is online counseling at a very nominal fee. If you're having any financial issues, first of all, you get a discount for hitting my link, betterhelp.com/Dr. Carmen. And then if you're having financial problems, let them know and they will assist you with a grant. And so you guys go and get you counseling first. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for being here. And thank you for being patient with me. patience. I think I'm in a hurry to get off because I have a client waiting for me. So, but thank you for being patient with me. You guys have a beautiful day, and you guys go and be great.